Hey YouTube, welcome to the September 2019 update for Project 1 Million. And if you're interested to know what Project 1 Million is about, I've created this playlist on my channel homepage and I've added in the videos starting from the very first video I did in January 2019 and when I launched Project 1 Million in July 2019, and henceforth we have the monthly updates here. And you can see we started our journey on 5th Jan 2019 with our very first video, and in that video we had a capital base of about 117,000 and we hold the same stocks we still hold today. Account has grown to about 150,000 plus and is up to 23% year to date. Let's get into it. So we're logged into the account and let's have a look at the holdings. So first up, we have Amazon at about 19.82%. Then we have Facebook at about 15.23%. We have Alphabet, this is the Class C shares, and we have 11.7% of that. We have Visa at 8.66%. Up next, we have Booking Holdings at 7.74%. We have Alibaba at 5.74%. We have MasterCard at 4.43%. We have the other class of Alphabet Class A at 3.91%. So you can see together Class C and Class A bring Alphabet right up to about 16+%. So it's the second biggest holding in our Project 1 Million portfolio. Let's move on. We have Intuitive Surgical at about 3.36%. We have Boeing at 2.15%. We have Costco at 1.93%. And I'm going to show you the other shares right here. We have Nike, Apple, Comcast, Expedia, Welltower, S&P Global, Walt Disney, JD, FedEx, and Berkshire Hathaway. And that rounds out all the equities that we hold, which makes up about 95.78% of this portfolio. We also have some ETFs. We have the S&P 500 ETF, and that makes up about 2.88% of this portfolio. And finally, we are holding some cash of about 2,000 plus, which makes up about 1.35% of this portfolio. So you can see that I like to stay invested. So there was a lot of volatility in August, especially with the escalation of the trade war between the US and China. But let's see what that meant for the account. So let's look at the history tab of this account. So what happened in August? Well, we collected some dividends. You can see dividends from Welltower. You can see dividends from Apple. And you can see some dividends from MasterCard. We added some money on the 6th of August 2019. And we also had the opportunity to purchase some shares of MasterCard on the 5th of August 2019. I believe this was when MasterCard was available at $260. So I found it a good buy opportunity and I decided to buy some more MasterCard shares. So as we mentioned, the account did about 23.7% year to date. So that's a good performance, but what we want is we want to beat the market. So let's compare our performance against the performance of the market. So what I use as a barometer of the market is the S&P 500 ETF SPY, and we can see that the SPY ETF did about 17%. Then the other ETF I use is the Nasdaq 100 ETF, and that has done about 20%. I also use two high quality ETFs called VJT and IGM. These are the tickers, and let's look at VJT. VJT has done about 28%. IGM has done 26%. So they are slightly beating our Project 1 Million portfolio. And finally, I like to compare our performance against the best funds out there, managed by the best fund managers. And I've identified Berkshire Focus as a good fund to compare against, and Berkshire Focus has done about 33.95% year to date. So the Berkshire Focus Fund has done really well this year, and I might even think about adding some shares to Project 1 million. But I've also identified a SaaS ETF, Software as a Service ETF, called Invesco Dynamic Software, and the ticker is PSJ. And that has also done quite well and is done almost as good as Berkshire Focus at about 32% this year. So you can see this year has been a good year for the SaaS industry. And finally, let's look at the Fundsmith Fund. And you know I'm a big fan of Fundsmith because Terry Smith is a very good fund manager. Let's look at some of the holdings he has. You can see these are the holdings he has in his fund. He has PayPal, he has Microsoft, he has Philip Morris, he has IDEX, he has Facebook, Intuitive, Stryker, Estee Lauder, Amadeus, PepsiCo. Some good high quality companies. And let's take a look at his returns year to date. And you can see here his year to date returns are about 29.92%, and those are very good returns. But I would like to issue a caveat here. The pound has dropped a lot against the US dollar, so that has inflated the returns a little. So the returns in net US dollar terms will be probably lesser. But overall, he has done about 19.45% per annum over the last 8 years, and that's why I like to compare my performance against his fund. So that's a wrap for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please remember to subscribe if you haven't for all the monthly updates. Please like, please share. Remember, I'm just an average investor aiming to outperform the market. I hope to have you along with me in this journey towards 1 million. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.